Hi guys, I'm Alex Lee with the Marshall County 4-H, and today I'm giving y'all an update on my Tier 2 project, which is 3 tomatoes, 6 peppers, and 4 squash, which is 2 crookneck and 2 zucchini. So we'll get into the journal right now. So on the first, this is the first page, and right here it gives all the dates, pretty much the first dates you did everything. And then go to these pages. It gives the dates on that, dates on that. And here's what we want to get into. So the date, this is the planting part. The date, how much you spent, what you planted. It's pretty much, you do it yourself, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so we'll get in, there's the air temperature, and the highs and lows, the moisture, and give a sentence or two on what you observed. And that's the same with your other dates. Okay, so I'll get into fertilizer and insect control. So I like to use Miracle-Gro, and if you get it in this box, you'll get it like this in this pack. And all these boxes come with a little scoop and it has all the instructions on it. So I don't know how much, I never keep up with it, but I'll read what it says and put that in there. So you want to read what it says on here, scoop out however much you need, and you can always go a little bit diluted mixture, because you're not going to hurt anything by putting it. Maybe you put it a little bit too strong, you might hurt something, but if you put it too weak, then you're not going to hurt anything. That's fertilizer. And then here I like to use Neem Oil for insects. It gets rid of insects, fungi, all like that. All the bad things that you're going to need, or you're going to have in your garden. So I'll talk about, and I like to spray the Neem Oil either out of this bottle, or you can get the mixture and you mix up in this little spray bottle. Okay, so I'll get into the actual garden part. Right here we have 2 bell peppers, 2 banana peppers, 2 jalapenos. So I like to stake mine up with these stakes right here that you can get at your feed store or Tractor Supply or whatever or even Walmart has Miracle-Gro stakes. I got these because they're cheaper. They're $1 or $2. So I'll just tape it up. I like to stake this into the ground. And I like to use this garden tie tape, this Miracle-Gro. And as you see, as I did on this one, is I taped the plant to it as it grows. You can just tape up the main stalk, and that'll hold it up, especially up here on this mountain because it's nice and windy. So I just buy these little stakes, or you can even put cages, especially like around my tomatoes over here. I'll show y'all these. So like, I'm just using stakes as well. Just tie up the main stalk on your tomatoes. This one, as you can tell, just needs a little TLC. And this one is doing awesome. And I've had to put several stakes in here just because it had stalks going crazy. And you can always just brace those up, even with a piece of wood or whatever you've got. Okay, so now I'll get into the picking. So this is off of my other garden, or the regular garden. This is the project row, and I've got the rest of the garden. They hadn't started coming in with anything except squash. These are banana peppers, and this is probably the right size that you want them, about half of your hand length. These are the jalapenos. That's a good size, about the same as the banana, half the length, especially for your mammoth jalapenos. And these are your bells. I like to pick these a little young. I like to pick them a little young just because I like the taste of them when I'm cooking them in something or whatever. So I'll get into right now picking your squash because it's a little different than all of your other stuff. So I like to use pruning shears, or you can use a pocket knife or whatever you've got, even scissors. but I like to make sure every once in a while I'll clean them. So you look right down in here, there's a lot of stuff happening. So right here is a squash that has lost its bloom. You want to make sure it loses its bloom. And you will just want to snip that little edge, and then you can get it out. On the back of the leaves are little spikies. They won't hurt you, but they're little pricklies, and on the stems right there. But they don't hurt, and this is a good size. You can go a little bit bigger. I like them small. Again, they taste better, and they don't have seeds in them. So like right here, that's a good size right there. You can even go a little bit bigger than that. So now we'll talk about the zucchini. You want them to get a little bit bigger than your other squash, and they grow faster. There it is compared to my hand. So about arms or hand's length, you can go a little bit bigger, but this is a good size right here. So that's all with the Tier 2 update video.